that because I know a little about Detroit because I lived just outside of it, and I lived in it as a kid, born and raised there. Uh, but one of the problems that City Hall has always had is that there's too many favors being done.
Oh, yes.
And that's just how it seems to be in order to get all the people to be able to be comfortable together. And people don't realize how big Detroit is. People say, well, Manhattan is bigger. No, you could put all of Manhattan in Detroit and still have room to spare. You know, it's the biggest landmass city, well, actually, second biggest landmass city in the United States. But the first one has a little tweak to it. It's a small town in, I can't say small town, it used to be a steel town that is in a state, but the railroad that the town built out of taxpayer money in order to move coal in is city property, and the right of way for the railroad being almost 700 linear miles of track that there's only one track in there now, or two tracks, but it's wide enough to handle four, makes that the largest city because it's landmass, but there's no houses on it. It's just railroad. So Detroit, if you excuse the other city, is the biggest city in the United States in landmass, and it's really hard to handle uh, because of all the ethnic groups and not having a diversity in law enforcement, of which a lot is being changed. Because I worked for quite a while in Wayne County Police and did a lot of work with them for years and years. And they were always scratching their head trying to figure out how to handle the problems uh, because they couldn't get police of all the ethnic groups and areas, people to want to be police. And you've got to be able to have the diversity in law enforcement to be a successful big city. And they are getting that way, but seniority kind of kills it. I'm ashamed to say, but it's seniority that still causes a lot of problems. Whereabouts do you live in Michigan?
Well, I used to live in Wyandotte.
Oh, yeah. Back when they had the streetcar?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Were you speaking to anywhere else? I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Oh, if you lived in Wyandotte, because my grandmother lived in Wyandotte, and I used to take a streetcar from the Jefferson car when they had streetcars
Yeah.
from the Grosse Pointe limit, Chalmers, all the way downtown, do a transfer, and go out through Rouge and take the streetcar,
Yeah.
back that way, all the way out to Wyandotte to visit my grandmother and stay out there for a few days or go out and do her gardening and then take the streetcar back.
We lived there in the 60s, early 60s, and then we moved to North Carolina in the country because my parents didn't want me to try and grow up in the city, you know, learn
Yep,
how, food is raised and what you got to do to kill it and skin it and all that stuff.
yep. I did the same thing, but I didn't move. I went in the military in the 60s.
Yeah, I went in the military in the later 70s,
No,
just in
I was
time
in.
at the end of Vietnam.
I was there. I won't say the beginning, but it was 69
Yep.
or actually 68 when I went to Thailand and then got TDY to Air America and then spent 3 years working with Air America in Cambodia and Laos.
Lots of flying time for you, Dr. Bob.
Well, no, it was always walking because
Oh.
I maintained the listening devices on the Ho Chi Minh.
Ah,
Traveled with a group of priests and holy people,
yeah.
and they were Marines, but they were holy Marines. But they were there to protect me and help me what I had to do, along with one Catholic priest and I forget what they called him, but he was a Catholic minister traveling as a missionary. And if we had medical work, him and the two Marines were both trained in medicine. And luckily enough, they were both Catholic, so they could get along. But I was the Methodist that had to learn to be a Catholic.
Did you get to go visit any of those? I think they're called Watts or something like that. The big temple.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It'd be nice if
Did
you
a
had
lot of
pictures of those.
Somewhere I do, but it's somewhere on a hard drive. And I got a ton of them, and I'm trying to get a computer back together so I can put the drives on and transfer everything.
I got to go to Thailand once, and that was for your same company, and I'm still not able to talk about that. Anything beyond that.
Well, I don't care at my age.
Me neither.
And it's not.
I just don't want anybody that might be
The
listening.
military Tricky Dick did me in.
Yeah.
Because he took and whited out my 214.
Oh.
Totally. Because he promised that nobody would be in Cambodia. And in fact, the orders were that I could be there, but being out of uniform, but in Cambodia.
Yeah.
TDY to Air America, and Air America was not contracted to do covert using U.S. Air Force personnel. There was so much that was bad about it that he destroyed the records, and everything I have is totally whited out. Where I was never stationed anywhere in the world, even all that record was whited out and destroyed. But I do get taken care of for Agent Orange poisoning, which is interesting. How did I get Agent Orange poisoning if I was never there?
Yep.
But the Marines have record of me because of the Marines I traveled with, and I've got affidavits from all of them that I was there. But that, under our past president, all that work that I had put together has somewhere sit on a shelf, and we got to try to get the VA to pull it out again, so we can do something with it.
I went through the Disabled American Veterans, and I had one of those guys was a magician. He knew the rules and regulations better than the actual VA rep, and had them stymied and had them going, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, and all that sort of stuff. So maybe try the Disabled American Veterans if there's one in your local area.
Well, I'm sure there is. I'm in Allen Park.
Ah, okay, I know that.
Actually, can I interrupt? Jay,
Sorry.
why do you keep turning the speed down just to have a look at your piece?
I'll have to turn it down to turn it off.
You know
No.
you don't.
No, you don't. You should only be turning it down when you've taken the piece out of the lathe to ensure it's on a slow speed on your next piece to start with. But
I got told by Sid and Robbo that I had to turn it down to the lowest speed before I turned it off.
well, I don't know why.
That might be a requirement of that machine only, but typically no. I was told never turn it down.
Well, there's the exception.
Yep. Like I
Because
said,
I've had a
for that
Ruse
machine
drive
only.
machine for years and years and years. In fact, I've had two, and now they're all out with friends during COVID that it needed to have them to turn on. If you have a piece that's out of balance and you have it at a speed where it is, if you know what I mean, you can find the sweet spot so
Right.
you can trim the piece down. It's out of balance a bit, but you turn it up just a bit and it goes one step beyond the harmonic vibration of the lathe.
Hmm.
There, you definitely have to slow it down when you turn it off because the weight of being out of balance could
Right.
cause the
Machine to
well,
vibrate.
the wood would,
Yeah, agreed. But what Jay's doing at the moment, yeah, I don't know, because in actual fact you're wearing the belt out more by moving it all the time. Like I've been using a Reeves drive for 20 years, and yes, when I first start, it's on the lower speed, then I put it up to where I want, and if I take it out, then I'll put it down to the lower speed. But just to stop the lathe to have a look at it, I don't bother changing the speed down. I was just wondering, like, it's up to you guys, what you do, but you're actually wearing out the belt by doing that. Like, and I don't know why Robbo would be recommending to drop the speed down, but because, like, yeah, when he stops it, he's got manual belts, and you don't change the bit. Like, you always just turn it off and on with it on the same speed. Reeves drives is no difference.
Jay, are your belts worn out? Is that maybe why?
no,
No,
it's a new one.
I just never had the machine before, so I didn't want to go thrashing it out too much. So,
I'll have to ask Robbo when he's in next time why you'd want to keep turning it down all the time.
Yeah, it's a good question. You gonna Jay, before you start up again, you got some something for those cracks?
nah, nothing. You know why?
Okay. I didn't know if you had any CA glue or not.
I've got plenty of CA glue. I'm just not using it.
Okay.
Keeps the suspense, you see.
Anyway, I'm going to bow out. I'll catch you guys later.
You have a good night, Neil, and that's a good catch.
Cheers.
See you later,
Bye.
Neil.
Yep, catch you tomorrow.
Is that for the tenon, Jay?
Is the virtual craft fair on today?
It
Yeah.
starts tomorrow, I thought.
Okay.
At least I think it's 10 a.m. our time here.
Okay.
I think. Are you making a tenon there, Jay?
Oh, I'm just trying to get it down to a sizable piece so I can make a tenon. Yeah, can't make one out of that. It'll just go right through my chuck.
Yeah. Would it? Okay. A glue block?
If I have to go down too far, I'll just put a tenon on this end.
Ah, okay. I
I'm
didn't know
not
if
really.
you wanted to keep some of the outside features.
Yeah, yes and no. If they don't stay there, but I don't think I'm going to get rid of that without demolishing the whole piece of wood.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Jay, happy
Yeah.
birthday.
thanks.
Is it your birthday, Jay?
No.
He knows what I mean.
Oh, okay.
I noticed you need to pay your StreamYard bill.
Yeah.
It's paid.
Thank you.
And some change to get some other stuff you might need.
I
Thank
think
you
I
very
helped. I helped last week on that, Dr. Bob.
Yeah. YouTube gobbled that up, Rex.
See, you need to do that coffee thing. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You know what that is? I think that's when you get when you've got over 1,000 subscribers and you can do the maximization or something like that on
I
YouTube.
don't, no, not the coffee thing. It's separate from the
Okay.
coffee thing is separate from YouTube.
Okay.
And it's just so that you get more of the money and YouTube doesn't, because YouTube
Oh.
takes 30 something percent. And that's why I
Well,
was
I'm
trying
not going
to
through
to
YouTube.
you.
Yeah, no,
I don't go through YouTube for it. I just
I don't
pay
know.
it directly to the bank.
Yeah, I don't have any payment systems that go through YouTube because I haven't got up to the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000.
Yeah, this
views
coffee
or whatever.
this coffee thing is not YouTube, so it's separate. So that's why that the guys like doing the coffee thing, because that way they're not losing that big percentage to YouTube or to anyone else.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do it. What you might do is you ask one of the other people who does have it, like Wayne the Woodturner or Mark.
Yeah. See, the thing is with them, they've actually got over 1,000 subscribers, so there's a couple of options that actually open up money wise for them.
But coffee is a private app.
Yeah, the coffee thing is separate.
I know it's separate from YouTube, but it'll still link up to it to a point where it knows how many subscribers you've got and all that kind of stuff.
Well, how about next time, when you send me the link, send it so I don't pay YouTube or StreamYard or anyone else. It all goes to you, or at least more of it.
It went straight to my bank account, but as soon as it went into my bank account, YouTube was like, "Oh, money, thank you."
Yeah, see, I don't want them to go near it. If I give you money, I want to donate the money to you, not to anyone else.
Yeah.
Try PayPal.
Yeah, that's what he did.
That's what I did.
YouTube doesn't get any of that.
Well, somebody took it, he said.
No, that's what I'm saying. It went into my bank account. I put it into my bank account, and because YouTube had get direct debits from my bank account, and the payment for that was due, it got taken out. I didn't have any choice, but.
Oh, okay. But that's only because it's a bill that you had due. It wasn't doing it. It wasn't doing it for any other reason. I mean,
okay.
Yes.
It could be right now they hit the bank for something, and because I know it's already posted. I just got notification of that, and I know how much is in there, and it didn't cost me much at all. I like to support when I can.
Yep, me too. It's not much. It's, I did whatever I did. I can't remember, but, trying to help out your friends.
Yeah, thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
Hey, Jay, do you have I don't know what it's called, a drill thing that goes in the tailstock? What's that drill thing?
Forcing a bit?
No, not a Forstner bit. It's the thing that holds the drill bits.
Oh, this bit here?
Yeah,
the chuck.
Yeah. Okay. When you send me that list on the wood thing, Jay, put in there the drill bit extensions, and I'll look for them. And there's sales of them all the time down over here in the States, and it's not much to wait to add it to the wood thing, or if you'd rather, I just send it to you direct, in an envelope.
Yep. Sorry, Rex. I am listening. I'm just having a bit of body.
Well, I've worked out something really odd, and it looks like it's going to work. I'm going to have to figure out what he wants. But if you have Amazon, you can put a second delivery address.
Ah, that'd be cool. Would but
they
charge a lot?
it. Well, you also can log into Amazon Australia. Even though you have an account here, you can choose, just like you can choose to log into the British Amazon.
Oh. Well, I'll have to try that.
In that case, that way you can buy a lot of the stuff that the Brits have, but you got to ship it to get here. But if it, here, but if it's something different, like I want to buy something, it'll often tell me that it's available in the U.S. and where, because I can't find it. But I've tried this. If it's in stock in Australia, I can buy it
How do you
and
get
have it shipped
Amazon
to my
Australia?
Australian address, because you can have an Australian address.
How do you get to Amazon Australia? I'm on the Amazon website.
You have to log in to Amazon Australia.
Amazon.com/.
.au.
It'll be
.au.
Yeah, just .au on the end. Yeah.
Amazon.au.
No, .com.au, sorry.
I'm sorry, I got confused. Say that once more, please.
It's amazon.com.au.
.au. Okay.
Yes.
.au.
Yep.
Okay. I think that's got it.
It should have maybe it might even come up in Australian dollars even.
Oh, it will. Everything will. But when you go to pay it, it'll make the conversion. I haven't done it yet, but I was trying that out a few weeks ago to see if that could be done. Because I know I've done it. Like some of the wood turning magazines that I really get into, there's a monthly magazine, and it's the newsstand magazine, but unfortunately you can't find them around the Detroit. Borders used to carry it, but there wasn't enough to have them buy enough copies. The Dearborn one, they had to buy a minimum of 7, and I made arrangements through our club for people to know that they could get them there. And then a couple of people stopped, and there wasn't enough then to be able to make it affordable to have them, because you'd pre-order them and then they would order 1 or 2 more to go on the shelf because they knew that you were buying some. So I get it online, and it's a tenth the cost. And I can sit back and read when I'm waiting at the hospital, the VA hospital or wherever. I just have my tablet and I pull it up and I just read and look at the articles, and it lets you zoom the screen and look at detail on all the pictures. But I don't have to worry about what I do with them when I'm done with them, because I haven't paid for the paper copy. I've got about 10 years worth of the paper copy ones that I've cleaned out, and they're going to go back up and be in the club library because I don't need them. I got a ton of books that I'm going to put in the library.
Hey, Jay. Dr. Bob, do you have Jay's address?
He'll have to send it to you via chat. I don't give out addresses.
Okay, sorry. I was going to try out that Amazon AU thing. I found a 4-inch drill bit extension, but it said it could send it to me.
You can do either that or because it's a deliver to.
Right.
Just go in and put make like a summer address, but keep your same phone, your own phone number. If you want a secondary to put on there, but like a cell phone.
Right.
I know I fought with Amazon for an hour, for 4.5 hours today to get my password changed. Yeah. And I locked out totally because they kept trying to verify through my cell phone, and my cell phone, when Sprint was bought out, I had to give my phone up or the number up and get a T-Mobile number. And I put the T-Mobile number in my account, and I've been using it constantly. Unfortunately, I found out today when I had to change a bank card information, to do so, they had to send a confirmation to my phone, and I didn't have that number anymore.
Oh,
Yes. You have to go through tech support to do it. That's the only way you can change. But you can have the second number because you can have as many phone numbers as you want on your account. They just call them secondary numbers, like a cell phone. But the first one you put in was your anchor number. And I didn't have that anymore. The Sprint people did. And I knew it was being used. I knew what it was being used for. And I kept getting nasty notices and a couple of phone calls from people that I knew at Sprint to stop using it because it's screwing up a system that they're using that number on. And it causes a system crash. So, oh well. It was fixed. But in your own account, you can have also a delivery address of his, and that's what does it. And it'll look for if it's available there, and if it's like buying from there, but with our currency. Only because Amazon is so big. They're in, was it 90 some countries now? But I get a kick out of reading the stuff on the Amazon site. When they put in descriptions and that, they use slang that I'm not used to.
Did you see that, Rex?
yes. I'm trying to do it, but I don't think I can because I'm probably going to need help
Okay.
because my wife's asleep and I don't want to wake her up. So I'll write it down, Jay, and get her to help me tomorrow on it. She just took a sleeping pill, so. And I'm afraid I'm just not smart enough to be able to figure this out.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Why don't you send Robbo a text and see if he can come in and help you out some?
He would have come in, but he must be busy. Yeah, I'd say he's busy, Rex. Otherwise, he would have seen the notification and come in. He might have appointments today. There you go, Bob. Look, the duck's gone.
Good for the duck. So you need the 4-bit, quarter-inch bit drill bit extension. What size extension do you need? What size is your drill bit shank?
Jay, he's talking to you. It looks like 1/2 inch.
Okay. I found the 1/4 inch. Let me do a 1/2 inch.
No, I don't think it's half. I'll see where I got.
It's what's the size of the drill bit shank?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. I've got a sizing thing on the container that it come out of.
Okay.
10 mil. Bit of a difficult number, is it?
Found a 4-inch extension, but again, I can't do it because of code thing, but that's it.
Alexa, what is 10 millimeter in inches?
10 millimeters is about 0.39 inches.
Is that too difficult, Dr. Bob?
Yeah, 0.39 inches. We're used to straight inches, not decimal inches.
Uh-huh. Making you use your brain, Bob.
Well, I found a ratchet system. I don't want that. I want a drill bit extension. It might be easier to best buy you the drill bit, but Alexa, what is a 1/4 inch in millimeter?
Sorry, Bob, what was that?
Inches is 6.35 millimeters.
6.35 millimeters. Here we go. Is a 5-inch big enough extension?
Got
How long an extension
Yeah.
would be ideal for you?
5 inches would be plenty long enough, Bob. I've got down I've gotten down 3.5 with the bit, with the drill, with the
What's the overall length, Jay?
get my big boy's ruler out.
By shipping to Alaska, I get free gift wrapping.
Congratulations.
Whoa, you're special. I got 250 mil. Is the total height. I'm going to, when I've finished with this end, I'm going to carve this out with the Dremel anyway.
Okay.
And I'm going to,
250 millimeters is 9.84 inches.
and I've got this piece
No.
here that I cut off of this piece originally because it was too big to go on the lathe.
So that 5-inch drill bit extension should be pretty good.
Yes, it should be. Thank you. I'm going to make a base out of this, and I'm going to carve a hole into this so that I can put a. If I say what I'm going to put in here, it's just going to give that away.
Yep.
So,
I'm not going to. Thank you, Dr. Bob. I'm sorry I couldn't do it, Jay.
Oh, no, you're all right. All good. Oh, okay.
Hey, Dr. Bob, are you familiar with another wood turner up there, Jeff? Sorry, now I can't think of his last name. Apparently,
He's a member. Is he part of the Detroit area wood turners?
Yes.
Jeff Walters.
That might be it.
Yep, know him well.
He asked me to send him some rosewood.
Oh, yeah. He's our president.
I'm going to try and, I'm going to try and do that. And I'm just waiting on him to, I got 2 pieces. I just need his address.
Well, join the club.
Well, I didn't know I could join the Detroit wood turners.
Oh, yes. We have a special membership fee for people. Like Jay's a member.
Yep.
We have members from Alaska, and we have European members in England and Ireland, one in Scotland, Canada.
Yep. I get up at between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. to attend their meetings.
Wow.
Well, we have some good demonstrators that really know what they're doing. And the interesting thing is using just Facebook chat video. A lot of them will come if you have a problem and they say, just let me know, and they will pop up on it and help you personally with a problem anytime that they're just in their shop doing nothing or working on a project themselves. We have people who have access to our club accounts, and they can set a Zoom up.
Have you used Zoom before?
I've used it twice.
Okay.
With a lot of help.
That's what they use for their meetings.
Well, you just have to log in. There's no problem with it.
Yeah.
The link that you get. We have meetings, in essence, twice a month. And the first one is a business meeting. We have a business section, and people get to show and tell what they've been up to, what they're doing. They discuss pre-meeting. We get together for an hour pre-meeting if you want to pop in. And it's just open discussion with people from anywhere in the world that are there at the time. And just as if you were in their workshop and people talk. And then we have our meetings, and we have a demonstration. And as a member, you're on a Zoom meeting, you can always raise your hand. There's just a push of a button and on the screen, and someone will answer and pose your question. If it's a moderated program, it'll go to a secondary person that will feed the information to the demonstrator, but most of the time it's actually the demonstrator itself. It's just as if you were sitting in the audience at our club and you raised your hand. You're recognized and you can ask the question.
Okay, I just need to figure out get the somehow do the fees thing and do all that.
It's on our website, Detroit Area Wood Turners.
Is part of the fee included in the joining of AAW as well?
No.
Separate?
Yes,
Okay.
AAW is a separate thing. If we can get the membership up, because we are an AAW register certified club, so when we can get more and more members of it, then you can pick up the membership dirt cheap.
Yeah, the local club where I'm at down here, the dues are $40 per year without the AAW fees. And that's a family membership because my daughter sometimes wood turns.
How old is she?
30.
Okay, she'd have to pay. Kids are free on our club.
Yeah.
We have a lot of young turners.
Yeah, I pay for her because, she got 2 kids and she doesn't get to turn, but maybe once every year, the way things are going, but she loves to do it.
Well, with AAW, you can get a reduced fee because you're a vet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. And what you do is you get it as a vet, but you get a family membership fee. And the fee can come all the way down cheap. The cheapest is a family membership and the magazine online.
Yeah, I like
So it's
reading the magazine.
online. And because even with a full membership, you get the magazine and everything online. But as a family membership, it's forced to be online. Otherwise, you get a paper one, and it's sizably different in price. So you can actually, if you have a family membership, that your daughter can be part of the family.
Cool. I'll look them up and see what I need to do here, and I'll do it. Search for
Detroit area wood turners.
Area wood turners. Next meeting, let's see.
Next month. Because our second meeting this month is a big picnic on I think it's the 15th. We always have a big picnic, and there'll be some people there streaming the picnic because they're coming up and making sure that they've got the internet speed there that'll allow that to happen. So there might be a few of us streaming.
Oh, so the people that can't attend might actually get to see it?
Yeah, because we always have a turning contest, 2 teams, and the kids even get involved in it, the young members. I can't call my grandson, but my nephew or whatever that I've been raising, he joined as a member at 12, and he loves to sit behind my big lathe, but I started him off on a little one doing pens, and now he's discovered girls. That's more important. But we all knew that was coming. But he was part of a bowl turning contest. There's 2 teams and they've got to turn a bowl, and there's a time limit to do it from just a chunk of wood. And your team, actually, each person on the team does something different. And for obedience and his scariness of using tools in front of other people, they put him on the sanding and presentation part, and he put that piece out, and the team won because it looked the nicest, and it's judged by the rest of the club.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Good teacher, eh?
And they've seen the people on the teams. So they've seen the bowls and they're presented, but the bowl gets handed around for like around part of the picnic time where we're still eating and that, and then they simply vote by a raise of hand over how many people think this one or that one won. It's all in good fun. We also have our own, one of our members has a big wood mill, so you bring your logs and stuff big logs and slab them down, cut them down on the mill if need be. Because that's
That's a
what
great help.
portable.
That's awesome to have a sawmill like that.
Yeah, it's big and it's portable. And one thing, a couple of years ago, we went to the wood yard in where I'm at. Well, actually, Lincoln Park has, which is our adjacent city, and they have a big wood yard that is run. And the people there, because of getting tipped, we come in and set it up on a Saturday when they're closed. And that's where all the stuff is brought to, that is cut down, the big stuff. So in the back of the yard, they'll say, well, that big pile and all that's walnut, this is oak, this is that, and it's all right. And we just go grab the wood we want, and throw it to the mill, slab it, and cut it up. But everybody goes home with pickup trucks and cars full of wood.
Hey, Dr. Bob, if I send this Jeff guy some rosewood, what else should I send up there? Is there something that you'd want?
No, I'm fine. I've got more wood than I know what to do with right now.
Well, I didn't know. I thought if I'm going to send some up that way.
Well, rosewood I don't get. So,
I love
if
burning
it's
rosewood.
being sent, get it to Jeff and he'll see that it gets to me.
I was hoping to get a couple of pieces to him and then throw in like an extra piece. And I don't know if your club does like ours, but I donate chunks of wood burl that I buy to the club, and then they auction it off, and the money goes toward the club.
Yeah, we do. That's often done with something special like that. Yes, that would be a good auction item because we always have auctions going on.
Okay. Yeah, I have a buddy who is he calls himself a wood enabler, and I buy wood from him, and he throws in if I tell him I want like $150 worth, and he throws in like another $300 or more in there. He says, it's just going to be here. Why don't you take care of it and give some to the club, give some to your friends? And I said, what do you want for this? He says, well, just, pick one piece, make something and give it back to me. It's a turned item. I said, sure.
Well, sometimes we've done stuff that as part of internal competition is that someone will start a project and then it goes to someone else to do the next step, someone else to do the next step.
That is cool.
Yeah, we've done that a couple of times. We've got a young man as a member of our club. He's a teenager, and he started turning on a pen lathe, making magic wands, and because that's typical of the age. And
Right.
He got so good at it, his wands are for sale in I forget the Hogwarts theme park.
Wow. Yeah, down in Florida here.
Yes, and his wands have been there, and what he started selling some of the wands for like $100, $150. They really look nice. Down there, they're like $400 and $500, and he couldn't believe the reorders he kept getting at that kind. But he doesn't get that kind of money. But the prestige
You got to start.
being sold at the store, whatever it is from the movie. So he's good at it, and that'll put him through college. And he's actually done a demo, and you can find him if you join, because when you join, then you can log in and see all of our club videos.
Yeah, I noticed on the front page you had Robbo doing the skew thing. I was going to ask about that.
Oh, he did. It was probably the best we've had in a couple of years, and because he had cameras everywhere, you were up close and you could see the camera angle, you could see the angle that he was doing and the sharpening of how he had his skews. And nobody believed that. I mean, he's a master of the skew, and also the roughing gouge. They're big roughing gouges. I've had one for years. I just had it sharpened wrong, but boy, you can use it as a skew too, as long as you know how. So you rough it out, and then you can make so much. But that's online. You follow Robo's lessons, and you'll see his roughing gouge. It's a big U-shaped gouge with wings.
How you going, Jennifer?
Oops, sorry. Hi, Jennifer, if you're there. Is that our carbide bit? Yep. Okay. I use it too. Hey, Dr. Bob.
Yeah.
You got a pen or paper real quick? Or just your cell phone? Just your cell phone. Just do your cell phone.
Okay.
Just type in 321.
Let me get back to the.
And it's my phone number.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to call or text me, 321-432-1162. And I got unlimited text and unlimited data on the internet and, unlimited phone calls.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm on Sprint. I'm on Sprint too now, but I was looking to consider changing.
Well, they're going to force you to move to T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good because T-Mobile, if you're a vet and you have a disability, they give you half off.
Yeah. Nobody from T-Mobile's contacted me yet to change anything.
No, but you can take and get it done when you want to. But yeah.
I got 5 phone lines. I'm thinking I have soon to be a 6th for my granddaughter. The only time I won't answer is if I'm sleeping at night or at nap time at my 10 a.m. to noon time.
You're on Facebook?
Yes, sir.
Because I use the Facebook Messenger a lot.
And that's okay. I use it too.
Yeah, that's so much easier. I do that with my family or people that a couple people that I want some help with on something I'm doing. I pop up on Messenger and see if they're awake.
Oh, yep. Did you find me on there?
I just,
Okay.
oh my God, let me see. I'm going to yell at Cade. Cade's going to jump in here.
Okay.
He's a member of our club, but he's in Canada up by Toronto.
Oh, used to drive up there, take my aunt up there from Detroit.
Oh yeah, as a kid I used to take the train because I had passes for it.
Hey, Jay, how are the cracks on that thing now on the inside?
Yeah, they're not too bad, Rex. They're still not. They haven't really moved much.
Right.
But this one here comes around and then pops back out this way. So potentially that could be a chunk that comes off. But I'm pretty confident it's going to stay together.
Well, you got enough wood chips to fill in that crack and then use the CA glue if you want.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I like it like that. I've got a lot of pieces that are like that.
Okay.
Some
Just
people get a bit nervous.
Yeah.
No, that's all right. It's fine. It's all good.
The color's pretty. The color is really pretty, Jay.
Yeah, it's nice. Cheers. Mother
They
Nature.
have some of the most beautiful wood I have ever seen.
Yeah, Mother Nature does a good job.
And you think it's all growing upside down.
Yep.
I remember in elementary school, the teacher in the big globe when we had world studies and putting flags, the country's flags on the globe with a stick pin so we knew where they were. And the flag was held by like a little toy soldier, but it wasn't a soldier, it was a person like that. And
you
they
know,
said, we had trouble. How do you figure? But they're upside down if they're on the bottom side of the earth.
this piece here, right? This is like rock. This stuff. This is actually a soft wood. Believe it or not, this is actually a soft wood. red gum here is reasonably soft compared to some of the other woods we've got. How you going, Cade?
Hey Jay. Hey Dr. Bob. Hey Rex.
Howdy.
Hi, how you doing, Kate?
Pretty good. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. How's the family treating you?
It's pretty good. I'm getting
Yeah,
sleep when I can. But yeah, he's pretty chill.
Oh, that's good.
He's pretty content. He sleeps well, eats well. So I mean, he's not like a fussy pot yet.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
So.
Yeah.
Does he sleep through the night yet?
Well, the other day it was like a luxury. We got 5 hours in between feeding, and then again, the other night we got 2 8-hour stints in between feeding. So, but for the most part, it's every 3 to 5 hours he gets up to eat. So at least he's on demand now because he's up over birth weight.
Okay.
So he lets us know. He screams when he's hungry.
I bet he does.
So
Rex, this stuff is really, like I was saying, this stuff's really soft. And this stuff,
shoot.
this is called yellow box. This stuff, or it's got two names. Depends what part of Australia you're in. It's called yellow box or iron bark.
Yellow box or iron bark?
Yeah, same tree, and they're bloody hard as the hobs of hell.
I wonder if it's a liking to our ironwood that we have.
It might be.
It dulls tools
Yeah, that's it.
very quickly, but it's
Yeah.
very beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I tried to turn that on my smaller lathe, and the piece of wood just laughed at me and said, "Are you kidding?"
Yeah.
Hence the reason it's still down there.
Well, that's where, to me, a carbide tool is almost a necessity. Otherwise, you're grinding your good tools down.
Yeah. Jennifer, thank you for coming in. Take it easy. Yeah, I got the carbide now, so, and a bit stronger lathe, so I'll give it a go in the next couple of weeks, I reckon.
Well, Jay and Dr. Bob, I'm going to have to call it a night.
Okay.
It's at my bedtime, and I got to let the dogs out and go lay down for a while.
Who let the dogs out? Sorry.
You gentlemen have a good night, and I will talk to you maybe tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you very much for coming in.
Yep. Thank you for inviting me. Tell
No,
Robbo I
definitely.
said hi if he comes in later.
Yep, no worries. Have a good day tomorrow and say hello to Tammy for us.
I will.
Yep.
Thank you, Dr. Bob, for your help.
Anytime. I'm in my shop, and you can grab me through the Facebook because I have my phone in a stand, actually hung from the ceiling, on all the time because I get my sister and brother and family members, even from Canada, they'll come up. What are you doing today? Type thing.
I might
they
need
know
your
that
help a little bit there, Dr. Bob. I typed in Dr.
Well-
Bob in Detroit on Facebook, and I got like 30 people.
I'll send you a link. Or
Well, yeah, it's Robert Elliott, PhD,
Robert Elliott.
2 L's and 2 T's, PhD. Let me see, it's a PhD 2, I think.
I'll put a link in the private chat for you, Rex.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my email address is
There
the
you go.
second oldest continuous email in usage.
I think I found you. It says Thailand University and lives in Elm
Yep.
Park.
Yep.
Okay. And here, and add you as a friend. And there, hopefully.
Yeah, and then you can go to chat and I can find you. You can chat with me, and then that'll show up in my record.
Awesome. Okay. On that note, I will end the night. And again, thank you all.
Yep.
Thank you very much for
Anytime
coming.
that you're around your lathe or whatever, you can give a call. And because there's video, I'm set up where I can aim the camera where on the phone where I want people to see it.
Well, then that'll be good because I have problems sharpening and I could use any help I can get.
Okay. Everybody has their own technique, and one of the things that I have found that works so well, and I think, well, I know Kate will probably back me up on it, it's the fact that
He's gone.
often the angle on the tool has a lot to do with the height of the lathe and how you hold the tool.
Hey, I'm back. My phone died.
Oh. So some people, a 60-degree angle is perfect. It gets where they want, but sometimes you can have to move it around a bit because you're approaching it differently on the lathe because of your height. The lathe spindle has to be at your elbow height.
Mm-hmm.
And most lathes are not high enough. Unless they're made in North America, I've never found one that is the right height. You have to change the leveling feet or put leveling feet on them in order to bring them up.
And I think mine's at the right height.
Because he's got a Canadian lathe made just a few miles down the road. The one way.
Yeah, mine was custom made to my specific height. So I went into the manufacturer. I took a tour of the facility. After that, I ordered my lathe, and they measured me, so it was delivered and assembled to the proper height.
Uh-huh.
You don't
Yep.
get that sort of service with all the lathe makers. I think you do with Robust and Vicmark.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
none of the offshore lathes, that's for sure.
That's true. Well, one way's been around a long time. In fact, I got the original one-way chuck, one of them. One of my chucks is one of the, its serial number is like 7.
Oh, cool.
But my chuck keys, the chuck keys are not interchangeable between the modern ones and the old ones. Everything else, everything is identical except they changed the ring inside. When they changed the ring, they used had to have a different chuck key. So I have 2 chuck keys. But I love them. I've got four of them at one time.
Let me sign off so I don't
Yep.
wake up the wife. And you gentlemen have a good night. And I will talk to you later, new dad.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, take care, Rex.
See you later, Rexy.
All right. Bye, Jay. Bye,
We're
Dr.
trying
Bob.
to get Rex to join the club, so hopefully
Cheers.
you'll see it.
Yep. In the near future. Thank you. Good night.
Night.
Night. No, Rex is from Florida.
Oh, nice. That's cool. Whereabouts in Florida?
I'm not sure. I never asked.
Yeah.
Florida, Melbourne, Florida, rather.
There's a Melbourne, Florida? Oh, cool.
Apparently, yeah.
Yes. Yes, there is.
I thought there was a Florida in Australia, Melbourne, when he first started saying it.
That's cool. Yeah, I was looking at the Olympics and the upcoming venues for the Olympics. So in 2031, the Olympics are going to be in Brisbane, Australia. So the family and I, we're going to go for a trip to Australia that year. And the kid will be 12. So we're already planning our trip to the Australia.
Yep. I have been to Australia twice. Once as an R&R while I was in Nam, and I was able to. That was one of the places I could pick for 2 weeks. They had a special area set up for us that had secret clearances or better, and it was set up in a military base where we could go and the bartender and the staff that work, because when you have a clearance and you're with other people that do the same thing and they have clearances, it's really hard. You can't talk unless you know where you are is cleared also, like an officers club, and they have a special room that you can go in and talk, as a gang room or whatever. And we were sent to a base there, a facility where we could do that. And I loved it. They showed me around and had a ball, but no way could I outdrink them. Being young, stupid, and only 22, I was drank under the table by everybody.
Brisbane's miles away from where Robbo and myself live. So.
Oh, how far?
Like the other side of the country.
Yeah, but the train ride there is fantastic. They have a train that's out of this world. It's like the Orient Express. It's that fancy. It's a fancy train, like the Orient Express. We have
cool.
dining room, and it's really decorated.
Does it go really fast, like the Chinese one or the Asian one, wherever that one is? Like the bullet
it's getting there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Hello. Yep, just a second. Let me mute my mic here.
What wood are you using today, Jay? Red gum, I think you were saying before my phone died.
When was going to be any good after Socks got to work?
Yeah, I had to rescue a bird. Sorry, hang on.
Oh, no problem. The bird whisperer.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, cool. What kind of bird's that?
Flying rat. A pigeon.
flying rat. Oh, pigeon.
Yeah. A
little
baby
baby?
one. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You could adopt it.
Nah, not interested.
And it'll
I'll
be
put
the
it out in the
mascot.
Huh?
Could be a mascot.
Yeah, could be. We got cats though, you see.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good dinner.
Yeah, it's the cat that found it, you see. We don't let the cats outside very often. They come out, they have a sniff around, go to the toilet and back inside. And yeah, he found this.
It's like, ooh, there's a toy.
Yeah. Yes. Just trying to snuggle into me. I think it's time.
Oh, your new mom.
Yeah, apparently. Yep. Yeah, I think that's ended. I think that's ended my turning for the day. Wasn't far off the end anyway, but anyway. So you finished holidaying now, Code?
Pardon?
Have you finished holidaying now?
Holidaying now?
Yeah, having your holiday that you were having when son was born.
Oh, yeah, I took a few days off here and there in between things I had to get done, but
Yep.
yeah, all this week I've been preparing and practicing for the big demo tomorrow.
Oh yeah, where's that?
It's the next Woodturners Retreat, 6 Woodturners live event we're doing.
Yep.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we sold out. We had to up our Zoom account so we could accommodate
nice.
more attendees. So that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, that'll be fun. 6 demos, 6 different demos. 3 of us are turning at once.
Yep.
And then we'll have a break, a draw, a raffle, a comfort break, and then the other 3 will demonstrate after.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it should be fun. I'm going to demonstrate this box right here. I have 6 of them here. I've practiced and I've done a couple, but I had to do my pre-recorded video and all that stuff too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the wood that I was using is red gum bell too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I'll be doing a box like this guy here.
Tiny. Yeah, nice. What wood's that?
This is a granadillo, which is
Yeah.
also Mexican rosewood.
Okay. Yeah, nice grain.
And then the finial is Pau Amarillo, which is a very bright yellow type wood. And then this one I did, this is Pau Rosa.
Yep.
A nice rosewood.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of red in that. Pinky
And then
color.
the finial on this guy was beech. So red and white.
Yep, no, very nice.
This one I did Pau Rosa with the Pau Amarillo yellow finial, so red and yellow.
Yep. Are you going to sell them as like a jewelry box or something?
Yeah, they'll be like a small jewelry box or a keepsake box or
Yep.
a small urn. If family wants to divide the ashes and stuff, they
Yep.
can be small urns for the family. So this is granadillo, and the finial is bloodwood on this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Very
And
nice.
then one I did this practice one. This is poplar for the body, and then black walnut for the finial.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it's very distinctive, those two, aren't they?
Yeah.
Did you put a bit of popular at the top of that finial?
Yeah, that'd be cool too. Get the white and black and white.
Yeah.
I thought about dyeing the beach one with the red box body, but then I'm like, the red and white might give a good color contrast. I was going to dye it all black or just dye the flame black, but then I decided to keep it sort of that white color.
Yep.
Little,
Very nice.
get the color contrast, so that'll be fun tomorrow. I have to do all that in an hour and a half demo.
All right. And how long did that take you to do those ones?
When I wasn't talking, it took me an hour and 10. When I talked, it took me exactly an hour and a half. So no time to. I might not have much time for questions, or I'll be answering them as I'm turning.
Yeah.
So
Do you when you make your blanks, do you make your blanks so that they're ready for you to just start making the finial, or do you leave it so there's a bit of meat to take off?
no, here's the box body blank, and here is my finial blank. So here's the box body blank.
Yep.
Oh, camera.
Yep.
And then the finial
That's
blank.
what, 4 inches by 4 or about that?
3 by 3 by 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my finial blank is a pen blank, which is 7/8 by 7/8 by 6 inch length.
Yep. We've
Yeah.
done that.
So
Very cool.
I could prep up and rough cut lumber and whatnot, but it'd be quite pricey to get exotic woods like that. So I usually buy the finials and pen blanks and the exotic woods and peppermill blanks. So if I want 3 4-inch boxes,
Yep.
I divide it into 3. If I want 4 3-inch boxes, I divide it into 4. So
Yep.
I find it's a little more reasonable than buying a whole truckload of exotic wood.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish you were available, but it's ridiculous to think of it, to come to our picnic. You're about 6 hours away.
yeah, it wouldn't be that far. It wouldn't be, well, I mean, if the borders were open, it wouldn't be hard to get across the border to the event. That'd be fun. I can't wait for the borders to open again and travel again, but
I
I
thought
don't
they
know.
were.
No, they're
In
not open on our side. We're eventually going to open them up for tourism, but anyone coming here has to be fully vaccinated and
Right.
show proof. The other day,
Yeah.
we actually charged a couple Americans who tried to come to Canada, and they had fake passports and fake documentation that said that they were fully vaccinated, and they weren't. It was all forged government documents, and they were
Ooh.
fined 25 grand each.
And they never got in the country.
And they got turned right around and slapped in the back of the head.
That's crazy.
Well, my access to Canada is on my driver's license. We have the smart license between, I don't know if you can get it, but it was years ago. It was actually my nephew who worked for the government there all his life, was one that headed that up years and years ago. So as you could have it, and like I don't need a passport to get into any country that touches the U.S. And some other countries, like if you take a cruise and you pull into a port of call, as long as you're tied to the cruise, you can get in the country that way, for a tourist. But it's just a little thing on the back of the license, a block, and I really appreciate it because that's what I use. Let me show you.
Yeah, we can travel to and from the States too, just with our license. But if we want to go past to Mexico or Venezuela or Panama,
Yeah.
we do need our passport.
Because that's the passport.
Cool.
That's what this stuff here in the gibberish. That's what
Yeah, the
gets you
barcode
across.
tells
All right.
tells them your
In
life
here.
story.
It's a dot code. Well, that's everything on the passport digitally.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Francis.
So it's known as a digital passport, and that's what we get for our driver's license.
We'll call you Francis now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to knock it on the head. My lunch is ready. Thank you very much for coming in. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Have a good
No problem.
Good demo. Good luck and
Thanks.
You ought to join us tomorrow night.
Yeah,
know where the
tomorrow night I should be able to pop on.
Okay,
Just
you
been
know where
busy
the connection
last-
is. It's
Yeah.
always posted on the site.
Yeah.
That's where I get it from.
Okay. Yeah, I get it from the little chat feed there. So I've just been busy
Yeah.
the last couple weeks tending to the little
Yeah.
munchkin. But
mini Cade.
yeah, mini me. But yeah, I'll get on more regularly now that we're in a routine and whatnot.
Yep.
So
All right. Cool.
I just got
Yeah.
thinking of you, and Jay had some questions, and it's been a long time, so that's why I popped over. And
yeah, no problem.
see
Thanks for the
everybody.
message.
Yep.
We just got
And
home.
if
We
you
went
still
over to the
want-
grandparents for a little visit.
Yep.
So
Nice.
So
But
we'll
yeah.
catch you later, hopefully some other night this week. Or if
Yeah.
you want, anytime during the day, I'm in my shop.
okay, yeah. Yeah, come
right.
Sunday, I'm taking a vacation, so I'm going up to the Muskoka for 5 days, and we're gonna sit on the dock and enjoy the water and the fires and the stars, and I'll be able to get out on the
don't
paddleboard. And,
say that. Make sure you've got internet.
yeah, I'll have internet up there. I'm just house sitting my uncle's house for a bit while they went out to the East Coast.
Oh,
So we're heading up there just for a different change in scenery. So it'll
Yep.
be
Yep.
nice to get away for a
but
few
that
days.
makes me homesick.
Yeah.
All right. I'm running
When the
away.
border's open. All right. Take care, Jay. Thanks.
All right.
Take care, Dr. Bob.
You can
Yep.
stay there and talk.